Oh, hello everyone. It's Dina Moskowitz here with Ecosystem Chronicles live at the JS Group Suite at the Channel Pro Conference and Expo in the Venetian. And it's been a great show so far, and I've been really enjoying the Ecosystem Chronicles episodes because I've been able to pull in so many incredible guests that we don't normally have access to, and we're all so busy that it's amazing to be here in one place. So today, this episode is a really cool episode and very dear to my heart because it's all about AI in sales and uncovering the gold dust as the dust in AI is settling. And here to talk about that is someone who is a channel partnership veteran who runs her own marketing agency called Bergamo Marketing Group. And she is also an AI advisor who's become very adept and very well qualified in AI and sales tech. And so I'm really excited to have you here, Allison.
Thank you. Very excited to be here.
Yeah. Well, as you know, the whole world has been turned upside down in the past year with marketing technology and sales technology around ChatGPT and AI. And everyone now equates ChatGPT to AI, but there's really a big distinction between them many times. And so what we're seeing now is now that all the hoopla is over and people have been experimenting, we're learning that not all quote unquote AI or even GPT platforms are providing the value that they need to provide. And so I would love you to talk about what your experience is so far. And I mean, you're speaking and you're presenting here tomorrow at the conference. Let us know a little bit more about what your position is.
Absolutely. And thank you again for having me. The AI conversation has evolved since ChatGPT burst out on the scene in 2023. I was guilty. Many marketers, we love our shiny new tech toys. So we jumped on the ChatGPT bandwagon and started using it a lot for content creation and saving time on, for example, blog creation. Everyone's heard that example before. However, this year, executives are paying closer attention to AI. They're realizing that it can be used as a business growth acceleration tool. And they have three use cases that they're really focused on when looking at AI tools. And before I tell you those, they also realize the value and benefit of AI tools. It outweighs the potential risks of using them, which is huge.
Yeah.
Not that they don't pay attention to AI, responsible AI, data security, and privacy, but they are really focused on using AI for customer experience and retention, number one priority, followed by revenue generation and cost optimization. So now the conversation has become more focused. It's gone beyond ChatGPT to look at other tools, more specific use cases around those three priorities.
That's amazing. Very interesting how you describe that. And so you're really seeing that as the conversation going on in the C-suites, right?
Absolutely. And what I'm also seeing, and I've been in commission-based sales. I carried a bag. I had the 5 and 6-figure quotas. And I saw a recent report from Salesforce, the state of sales in the fifth edition. And what really resonated with me was that a salesperson only spends 28% of their time each week selling.
Yeah.
And that is prospecting and meeting customers virtually or in person. The other 72% is all the administrative work, all the planning, like looking at the leads, the putting together the quotes, the proposals, all the back end stuff, which is valuable, but it's keeping salespeople from doing what they do best, which is revenue generation.
Right.
And this is really critical, especially in the channel, and having teammates. And when I say teammates, I'm looking at two types of teammates. One are the partners that you bring into your organization, the ones that stand shoulder to shoulder with you and help you source and close the deals and maintain those customer relationships. And partner optimizer, their pipe solution is so critical for today's channel partners because it leverages AI, it leverages really deep data insights to help organizations find the right partners to bring into the organization to bring into those critical high value deals. So having that kind of tool to bring in those types of partners, I mean, is essential. And then, secondly, having AI tools that also serve as teammates for sales teams, and being able to take some of the heavy lifting off of their plates so that they can focus on what they're really good at, which is interacting with customers, maintaining the relationships, delivering the right experiences, expanding the relationships, and boosting customers' decision confidence. The ability to have the customer say, yes, not only do I want to continue to buy from you, but I want to expand our relationship in different ways.
Yeah, that's very good insight on that. And so, from your standpoint, um, when you talk about the sales AI, right? Tell me more about what kinds of partner intelligence and partner data is moving the needle. Because, like we were talking the other day, and not all AI is equal, right?
Yeah.
And you can have a chat GPT, but if it's not optimized for the audience that you're
Right.
talking to, it's not going to give you the output that you need in order to move forward, right?
Right. Yeah, ChatGPT, I mean, it's a great tool. Every AI tool has its own superpower.
Mm-hmm.
However, the tools are becoming more sophisticated, and like you're saying, they are really leveraging the data and the insights that salespeople need to identify the right partners, identify the right customers, orchestrate the right types of experiences
Mm-hmm.
for the customers. I mean, if you listened to Jay McBain yesterday on stage, he said there are 28 touch points
Right.
in a sales process, sales journey, and having the right tools can really maximize those touch points. And I can give you some examples of some tools in addition to Partner Optimizer.
Absolutely.
Yeah, what we're seeing, for example, there's the tools that started out really marketing focused are now expanding into more sales use cases. For example, there's a tool called Jasper AI, and when it first rolled out last year, it was an AI content writing assistant. That is what it did, and it had templates for emails and product descriptions and sales briefs that you could use to aid in your writing. Well, the tool has evolved even more, and now it has specific use cases around helping sales teams prospecting. Being able to, for example, upload a prospect's LinkedIn profile into the tool, glean specific insights from that profile, and then use those insights to create an email nurture campaign, a multi-step email nurture campaign. The tool can also, for example, automatically build account plans. I mean, taking the insights from the salesperson, even things like a prospect company's URL and other data, putting it into the tool and coming up with a very detailed account plan. And when I was going through a demo, I saw that it created 15 account plans in 30 minutes. I mean, that's huge time
Helpful.
savings.
Right.
Really helpful. And then also being able to distill complex content into easily digestible, relatable, and understandable content. I mean, that's the great thing about AI tools and large language models is that they can provide analogies and examples to help salespeople become sense makers, and in turn allow them to communicate the value of their solutions in a relatable, understandable way for the customer who has spent a lot of time doing their own education, their own research. They're overwhelmed by what they found. They're confused. And what I always say, a confused buyer isn't an active buyer. So you really need to have tools that can, clear up the confusion.
Absolutely.
And just like with the partner optimizer tool, just trying to find the right partners can be confusing. It can be overwhelming. And so having those data insights that your solution provides that clarity, provides that focus, and allows organizations to really hone in on the correct partners for the verticals they're focusing on, for the customers that they want to target, for the personas that they're interacting with, and having a more accelerated time to revenue and business growth.
Yeah. Well, wow. I mean, thank you. You said that very articulately. I appreciate that.
Oh, thank you.
It is interesting because you can look at several partners who have the same, this, what you think are the same partners, but when you look at them and you dive into the data, you can
Yes.
actually see how different their businesses are and where their expertise may focus slightly differently than others.
Exactly.
And once you have that insight, once you have that data, you can then better determine which one of those is more of the right one, or maybe they're both right, but in different ways. And the way you want to approach them may be different.
Exactly, and what we're going to be seeing this year, and Deloitte just came out with a report on this last year when AI burst out onto the scene. Even though it's been around for 50 years, companies were really nervous about letting go of their data and putting it into these solutions. But according to Deloitte, this is the year that enterprises are going to leverage their own data into these tools to get the insights, those exact insights that your tool provides. I mean, you can't not use your own data anymore. You need to have those key insights, and the only way to do it is with tools such as yours that have the data privacy, the security, the responsible AI use embedded into the solution, so that you can make those intelligent partner decisions based on partner intelligence.
Right. Yeah. And it is interesting because the refinement process maybe is a little bit upfront, but nothing compared to trying to manually do all of that stuff. And then the results that you get back so quickly will change your whole strategic direction, because once you have that information, you can look at who you have in your partner community and decide better decisions, what kinds of products to partner with,
Right.
what kinds of new features that you may want to put into your product to appeal to certain types of partners, how to activate which ones,
Exactly.
who has wallet share somewhere else. I mean, there's so many interesting insights that you can gain once you have access to the data about your own partners.
Exactly. And if you did this manually, like a lot of salespeople are doing right now, I mean, that's the 72% of their work
It's a lot
week.
of time wasted, a lot of money wasted, right?
Exactly. I mean, time that could be spent, orchestrating, sales conversations and buying journeys, confidently and with real data, real insights that not only provide a personalized experience for their prospects and existing customers, but a hyper personalized experience.
Yeah.
And it's one thing we marketers like to always talk about, delivering the best possible customer experience, but it's also about experiencing what the customer is currently thinking, feeling, what's keeping them up at night, what direction they're going, and being able to dive into those data insights allows you to do that.
Yeah. So one more thing I have to ask you. I know that you just completed a very complex and very interesting certification in prompting, right?
Yes.
I mean, it wasn't just like some online course. This is probably a lot more in depth. Tell us more about that, and tell us what you're seeing in terms of advice for people in channel to improve their own ability to prompt and get better results.
Absolutely. Yes. So I did complete a very intensive prompt engineering course. And when we talk about prompting, there are two levels. There's the prompt crafting, the basic instructions that all of us have put into Chat GPT, like write a 350-word blog post about cybersecurity in the retail industry. And then there's prompt engineering, where you actually bring in data into the tool that you're using and glean insights from it. And so for sales, I talk about a few different types of prompts that they can use very easily. One I'm a huge fan of is a persona prompt, and that's where you input information about your target customer. And I've done this to orchestrate sales conversations, saying, "Here, I need you to act as the chief information security officer of Home Depot, and you are meeting with a partner sales rep who is selling cybersecurity solutions. Uh, what are the top three pain points you currently have related to your enterprise security, and what are the three questions you would ask the sales rep in a discovery call?" And so that provides some foundational information that a sales rep can use to kind of, in their mind,
Anticipate, right?
anticipate exactly. Um, you can use and you can layer upon these prompts. You can take, for example, the solution brief, a solution brief from, let's say, Fortinet Cybersecurity Solutions and Checkpoint Cybersecurity Solutions, and have the tool make comparisons about the features, the benefits, and then add another layer of instructions like which is the best solution for the chief information security officer at Home Depot. So you can make those comparisons as well.
So that's amazing. I know we can talk more and more about this, but we're out of
Oh
time.
goodness, that went fast.
The only thing I want to add before we turn off is that when you are looking within a partner optimizer profile of a specific partner, it allows you to see what matches the profile
Yeah.
and then what's not in the profile, which is both of the data that you want to be paying attention to when you're feeding it into these other GPT tools, so that you can tell the engine how to create a more custom, better together output. So that's one of the exciting things that's happening in Partner Optimizer. But nonetheless, I'd love to have you on again in the future.
I would love that.
And I look forward
Absolutely.
to our partnership as well. I know we're
Yes.
hopefully embarking on some exciting things
I'm
together.
looking forward to it.
But announcements in the future.
Yes.
But thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me. This
Really
is
excited.
wonderful.
And yep, so stay tuned. We have another episode coming up in a few minutes. It's going to feature Carrie Desberg, who's actually the fractional CMO of Partner Optimizer, and she's going to be here to talk about that 80-20 rule and how we can flip it over, because partner intelligence can make such a huge difference. So, Allison, thank you so much again for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, it's been great.
Oh, I've really enjoyed it. Thank you so much.